Hello, everybody. We have Amelia Bedelia and a Surprise Shower by Peggy Parish. Have you ever read an Amelia Bedelia book? Hey, Demola, it's Amelia Bedelia. Have you ever read an Amelia Bedelia book? I love Amelia Bedelia because she's just funny. And I read Amelia Bedelia all the time when I was growing up. These pictures are Barbara Siebel Thomas. She made the pictures for Amelia Bedelia, and they're fun. So Moa, come here. Cosmo, will you come here too? Come watch the book. Because Amelia Bedelia doesn't always understand what she's asked to do. Let's see what she does. There was a knock on the back door. Coming, coming, called Amelia Bedelia. She opened the door. What's she going to do? Amelia Bedelia, you can probably tell by looking at her clothes, she works as a maid in a house. Oh, it's you, Cousin Alcolu, she said. Do come in. Mrs. Rogers asked me to help out today, said Alcolu. Is she having a party or something? Every Tuesday, said Amelia Bedelia, some ladies get together, but today Miss Alma is in for a real surprise. Those other ladies are giving Miss Alma a shower. Ooh, that will be a surprise. A shower, said Alcolu. A surprise shower, said Amelia Bedelia. Now, why would they do that to her? Asked Alcolu. Miss Alma is nice. I don't know, said Amelia Bedelia. She is about to get married. They should do something nice for her. She can give herself a shower. Your folks do have funny ways, said Alcolu. What do they mean by shower? She can give herself a shower? Say, are you cooking something? My cupcakes, said Amelia Bedelia. She ran to the oven. Just right, she said. They need to cool a bit, and then I can ice them. Mr. Rogers came in. Good morning, Amelia Bedelia. Good morning, Alcolu, said Mr. Rogers. My, what a nice lot of fish, said Amelia Bedelia. Mr. Rogers caught a lot of fish. Woo! What a fisherman. By the way, Amelia Bedelia, said Alcolu, Mrs. Rogers told me to prune the hedge. Could you show me how? Do you know how to prune the hedge? I would be glad to, said Amelia Bedelia. So she went to the cupboard. She took out a box of prunes. Amelia Bedelia and Alcolu went to the hedge. Now, said Amelia Bedelia, you take a prune, then stick it on like this. Is that all there is to it, said Alcolu. Prune it well, said Amelia Bedelia. Mrs. Rogers likes things done right. Look at that. He's going to prune the hedge. Is that what they wanted? Amelia Bedelia went into the kitchen. Oh, I plumb forgot my cupcake, she said, and I must make that chocolate icing. So Amelia Bedelia put some of this and a little of that in a big pot. She stirred and she stirred, and then she tasted the icing. Mwah! Just right, she said. Amelia Bedelia began to ice her cakes. So here's her icing that she's making. Amelia Bedelia's making icing. The fish, she said, Mr. Rogers said, scale them and ice them. Amelia Bedelia got the scales. She piled the fish on them. There, she said, you just scale yourselves while I ice the cakes. Is that what Mr. Rogers meant when he said, scale the fish? Do you know what it means to scale the fish? I think she's confused. And Amelia Bedelia iced her cakes. Those do look nice, she said, to ice, and there's enough icing left to ice the fish too. Amelia Bedelia picked up a fish by its tail. I hope you have scaled long enough, she said. Hey, Shaggy, did she scale long enough? Was the fish long enough on the scale? She iced one side of the fish. Then she iced the other side. Amelia Bedelia worked until the last fish was iced. This takes care of you, she said. Have you ever put icing or frosting on a fish? Is that what Mr. Rogers wanted? Amelia Bedelia put the iced fish and the iced cupcakes in the cupboard. Look at it all there together. Mr. Wilson. Mrs. Rogers came into the kitchen. Amelia Bedelia, use this tablecloth for the table, she said. Do run over it first with an iron. And we need some cut flowers, please, said Mrs. Rogers. She went out the back door. Amelia Bedelia unfolded the tablecloth and she put it on the floor. Then Amelia Bedelia got the iron and she ran all over the tablecloth. Remember, Mrs. Rogers said to run over it with the tablecloth, or with the iron. Is that what she meant? I'll give you another look. Is that what Mrs. Rogers wanted her to do? Oh, Amelia Bedelia. Amelia Bedelia put the tablecloth on the table. Alcolu came over to Amelia Bedelia. That takes care of that, he said. I even had some prunes left. So I pruned the bushes, too. That does look nice, she said. Mrs. Rogers will be mighty pleased. Look at the bushes. Shaggy, the prunes are bushed. The bush is pruned, too. Amelia Bedelia and Alcolu met Mrs. Rogers at the back door. Mrs. Rogers came in with a bunch of flowers. She put them on the kitchen table. Do you like to have flowers on the kitchen table? Amelia Bedelia, she said, use a large silver bowl for the cut flowers. All right, said Amelia Bedelia. Mrs. Rogers left the kitchen. Look at those beautiful flowers. Shaggy, do you like flowers? Shaggy, do you like to have flowers? She came right back with a basket of gifts. These are for Miss Alma's shower, she said. We will start sewing as we always do, and then when all the ladies are here, we will say, surprise! Then comes the shower. Can you and Alcolu take care of everything? Oh, yes, said Amelia Bedelia. We will see to everything. Okay, Wilson, did you hear the plan? They're going to start with their sewing like usual. Then they'll yell, surprise! And the shower is supposed to start. These flowers are so pretty, said Amelia Bedelia. It's a shame to cut them. She said, cut flowers, said Alcolu. Let me help you. So Amelia Bedelia and Alcolu fixed a bowl of cut flowers. Oh, is that what Mrs. Rogers wanted her to do? Hey, did Mrs. Rogers want her to cut a bowl of flowers? We do have some figuring out to do, she said. I thought those ladies were supposed to be giving the shower, and here we are. We're giving it. If we had known, said Alcolu, we could have fixed up something fancy. It's too late for that now, said Amelia Bedelia. The two of them went outside. Amelia Bedelia saw the garden hose. Think that will do, said Alcolu. Now, why does she need a garden hose? Well, it's not really a shower, said Amelia Bedelia, but it is the next best thing. I will give her the gifts, and you can shower her. The gifts will get wet, said Alcolu. They are shower gifts, said Amelia Bedelia. So what if they do get wet? We will get wet too. Well, said Alcolu, we can put on something else. What a good idea, said Amelia Bedelia. Hide those gifts first, said Alcolu. Amelia Bedelia hid the basket of gifts under some bushes. It is time to get ready, she said. What's going to happen? Do you know? A bit later, Amelia Bedelia heard a car stop. Here come the ladies, she called to Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Rogers hurried out to meet them. Mrs. Ralph came first, and with her came her 4 children. Look, they shouted, prunes on the hedge. The children went racing past. More and more ladies came. They began to sew, but Miss Alma did not come. Where's Miss Alma? Everybody asked, but nobody knew. Mrs. Rogers looked at the table. Footprints, said Mrs. Rogers. Amelia Bedelia, what did you do to the tablecloth? I ran over it with an iron, said Amelia Bedelia. Should I have taken my shoes off first? I think she misunderstood. Oh, never mind, said Mrs. Rogers. Amelia Bedelia, where are the cut flowers? She asked. Oh my, said Amelia Bedelia, I forgot them. Amelia Bedelia ran in and got the flowers. Mrs. Rogers looked at the bowl. Amelia Bedelia, she cried, what did you do to those flowers? I cut them, said Amelia Bedelia. You said, fix a bowl of cut flowers. Is what she said, to be fair. Right, Noah? Just then, Miss Alma drove up. Here she is, said the ladies. Sorry to be late, said Miss Alma, but I have a headache. I am sorry, said Mrs. Rogers. You just sit down. Mrs. Rogers turned to Amelia Bedelia. Are you ready for the shower? She asked. We still need a minute or two, said Amelia Bedelia. She called Alcolu, and they went around out back. So, Miss Alma's there now. Hey, what are they going to do for the shower? And there stood Amelia Bedelia and Alcolu. And do you know what they were wearing? Bathing suits. All right, called Amelia Bedelia. We're ready. Then all the ladies shouted, surprise! Why'd they put on bathing suits? Shaggy, this is the craziest. You got to get another look at these bathing suits. Surprise, shouted Amelia Bedelia, and she ran out with the gifts and dumped them on Miss Alma's lap. Here are the gifts, she said. Alcolu came right behind her with the hose. And here is the shower, he shouted. Oh my goodness. Is that what they meant by shower? No wonders they put on their swimsuit. A shower, screamed Mrs. Ralph's 4 children, and they jumped into the shower with Miss Alma. Hey, Shaggy, would you jump into the shower? I don't think you would. I think you'd go, You don't like a shower, do you? No. All the ladies screamed, too, and they jumped out of the shower. So the kids ran in and the ladies ran out. Miss Alma leaped up. Her gifts flew all over the place. How dare you? She shouted. Miss Alma was angry. She was very angry. Cosmo, she's angry. Uh-oh. Amelia Bedelia, Alcolu, shouted Mrs. Rogers. Turn off that water this minute. Amelia Bedelia and Alcolu turned off the water. They sound like they're in trouble. Did you see how mad Miss Alma was? Asked Alcolu. I don't think she liked our shower, said Amelia Bedelia. Maybe some hot tea will help her. Amelia Bedelia and Alcolu went to the kitchen. I'll take the tea things, said Amelia Bedelia. You bring the cupcakes. Here's the tea, said Amelia Bedelia. Thank goodness for that, said Mrs. Rogers. The chocolate looks good, said Mrs. Ralph. Help yourself, said Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Ralph helped herself to the biggest piece. She took her fork. Mrs. Ralph tried to cut it, but it wouldn't cut. What did she give her? And Mrs. Ralph wanted the chocolate. So she picked it up and bit into it. Ugh, she screamed. Fish! Raw fish! She served the fish instead of the cake. Mrs. Ralph was angry. She was very angry. Oh, Amelia Bedelia. Mr. Rogers came out just then, and he heard Mrs. Ralph say fish. He shouted, Amelia Bedelia, what did you do to my fish? I iced them, said Amelia Bedelia. Now Mr. Rogers was angry, too. Suddenly, Miss Alma started laughing, and everybody looked at her. She jumped up and threw her arms around Amelia Bedelia. You are wonderful, said Alma. My headache is all gone. The surprise shower was just what I needed. Then Mrs. Ralph laughed. Amelia Bedelia, she asked, did you prune the hedge? Cousin Alcolu did that, said Amelia Bedelia. Then he's wonderful too, said Mrs. Ralph. See how happy the children are? They have never been this good. And suddenly everybody was laughing. Mrs. Rogers began to pour the tea. Amelia Bedelia served the chocolate cupcakes, and the ladies said they were the best cakes they'd ever eaten. That was so much fun, said all the ladies, and they laughed more, and then they helped pick up Miss Alma's gifts. And they were all still laughing when they left. That Amelia Bedelia, she just doesn't always understand what to do. Shaggy, did you know what a shower was? What What's a shower? Isn't it where you just get in there and get all wet? Is there another meaning for the word shower? You should ask somebody if you don't know. Do you know, Shaggy? Okay, we'll see you another time.